Hey there, how are you guys? I hope you are having a wonderful Monday. So I'm coming to you for today's challenge. You know, we all have different dreams and desires in our life, different passions. And you know, for some of us that might be to advance in our career. It may be to get married or to have children. It may be to enjoy our retirement, or maybe it's something more serious and we just want to be free of cancer or free of an illness that we are struggling with daily. Maybe it's just you just started the distant learning today and you just want to get through a day of homeschooling your kids without wanting to strangle yourself or your children. So I'm with you. We're in this together. We can do it, friends. But side note, so you know, we all have these desires and these things that we chase after. But what happens when God tells us no? You know, we have all these plans in our hearts, but God says, no, that's not my plan. That's not my purpose. You know, the thing is, God is not going to send us into a valley and then leave us there. That's not what He is going to do. So when we are chasing after something, we need to be real careful that we are chasing after the heart of God and His purpose and His plan for us. It says in Psalms 4:5, so chapter 4, verse 5, put your trust in the Lord. That's really hard when we want to do things our way, when we have our own plans and our own desires and our own passions. But the thing is, the more that we seek after God and His purpose and His plan for our life, the more things are going to work out the way they're intended to be. It says in Psalms 23 that even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will not fear, for you are close beside me. So even when we're afraid of what He might be doing, you know, that saying of when one door closes, another door opens, you know, that door in front of us may be closing. But God has a purpose and a plan and another door waiting just around the corner. But we have to remember to trust Him and believe in His word, even in the no. And sometimes that's the hardest place to be. You know, it makes me think of that Garth Brooks songs about unanswered prayers. You know, sometimes God answers yes, and sometimes the answer is no. And sometimes the greatest gift is those unanswered prayers. Those unanswered prayers that are going to lead you to where you should be. So may we trust in God in all things. As we're walking through the valley of the shadow of death, may we remember that He is right beside us, that we are not alone in our struggles, in our trials, in, you know, our fears, that God is there to carry us along the way. We just have to trust Him and ask for His help. So that's your challenge today, is to trust in Him, to trust in His purpose, His plan for you, and to be able to accept the no. So I hope that you guys can, one, just stop today and really think about the unanswered prayers that God has left in your life. Those unanswered things that you think, God, why didn't you give me a yes or a no? Those unanswered prayers, or maybe it's that struggle you're still struggling with. You know, being parents of a child with a life-threatening terminal illness, you know, I've prayed and prayed that God would take this from her. But He hasn't. And so in that no, I have learned His grace and His mercy, His goodness and His kindness, and that He loves me and loves her more than I ever could. And so just know that when you're sitting in the no, that God still has a purpose and He has a plan, and may you use your story for His glory. So you share your no's and then share what God's doing after that. When that one door closes and that other one opens, we want to hear about it. We want to know what He did in your life. So please share those with us. We hope you guys have an incredible day. And remember to embrace the no, for God has a purpose and a plan for you. We'll see you soon. God bless.